because every time I like look at it, I don't. Oh, there. Uh, let's see if it works. Does it work?
Should be able to spin it.
Oh, noir.
Noir? Oh wait, no. How do you say it? I learned that apparently I say noir the wrong way.
Noir. Noir.
Noir? It's not noir?
Noir. No, it's noir. It's
Okay.
French.
So the last bad
Dark.
reboot, this was quite the discussion because I thought all my life it was noir. And they're just like, Grant,
Oh,
what the fuck are you talking about? It's noir.
yes.
Which,
It's
to be
noir.
fair, they sound pretty similar to my American ears.
Okay. Okay, you
Alright,
do you.
noir. Alright,
Okay, so
alright.
like the well, it's like what specifically is noir?
Um,
Is it like a detective thing? Because
yeah,
that's
it's
all
it's
I like
very
know.
like kind of like black and white, little bit gritty detective type films where like the
I
world just
actually
kind of feels like grimier, I'd say. Everyone
a
like kind
genre
of
of
has like
crime
their
film or
own.
fiction.
Hmm?
Uh, oh yeah, reading the definition, a
All
genre
right.
of crime film or fiction characterized by cynicism, fatalism, and moral ambiguity.
Yes. All right. Are we
Yes.
keeping
Oh, okay.
Chihiro as a little girl in this, or is she now like an adult?
She's like fucking. She's a little girl still, but
Oh, you
she's
think
like
you think maybe this could be like years after, and she's like coming back to investigate, see if it was all
yes.
real. Maybe she doesn't
She,
know if it was real or not, or if it was just like a vision. And maybe she was like younger. Maybe
yeah.
she was like 4 or 5. So it's like, how much of it did she imagine? How much of it was
Oh,
real?
oh. Maybe, maybe she never got her parents back, and she goes back to find them.
They like disappear in this area. She has memories, but she was like 4 or 5, so she's not sure how much of it was real. So she's
Yes,
coming
she's
back
like,
to this town. Well, maybe she doesn't
she's
even know if it's real or not. Well, let me see.
she's like all like cynical and like
Yeah, yeah.
awesome and cool and shit.
Awesome and cool, badass.
Yes.
So yeah, so she's been investigating the occult or something for years. Her family probably like got her on the other side of the country, because if she was like anywhere near this place, she like kept on trying to return to it. But now she's like a college student, so she finally has like the money and resources to where she can actually like make a trip to this area.
Yes.
And maybe like the town that she remembers is just like an urban legend or something. So like everyone in this area is just like, no, that's not real. What are you talking about?
Oh, and maybe she did like manage to still like free Haku, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like it's
And
similar. Like
he's like now like a sidekick thing. He like has no memories anymore of, you know, sidekick.
yeah, some like Chihiro thinks that he just like lost his memories or something, but he's just like, no, I was just a kid. I was just like imagining things. I was just like making up make believe. Chihiro grown up really does look like a detective woman.
Yeah. Like she actually like became like a detective person, and she like became disgraced because she like kept obsessing over this case.
Yeah, she kept on
Maybe.
trying to look for files on it or something. Like she even like investigated in college but couldn't find anything. So she's like joined the police like see what case files they have. And she finds out that like it's a pattern of like people going missing in this area.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the
Wanna draw
local
Haku?
townspeople deny that this town
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
exists. Yeah, let me see. I guess I'll try to draw like a little Haku sidekick. Um, if only I remembered what his hairstyle was.
It's like basically.
Well, he grew up and his style has not gotten any better, we'll say. He's now like a little like orbiter around her, whatever. He's not because this is gonna be Noir, so like I feel like Chihiro's
Well,
probably like the one that can actually like be in a fight. But he's kind of he's not very physically intimidating. He's like a nerdy little boy. Yeah, very skinny. But he doesn't believe it's real. But he like kind of essentially followed her career path. He became a police officer just like her. He didn't like reach the state of detective, but maybe they worked so well together that she kind of like carried him up the ranks a little bit.
yeah.
Okay, so they both go there. They find files that like, and of course Haku the entire time he's just like, listen, like, that stuff isn't real. Like, yeah, we were childhood friends, and it was a coincidence that we like met back there, but like, it wasn't real. It was all like make believe. And he says
Yeah.
like some realistic theories about like here's what actually happened, and they stuff that it's stuff that actually sounds kind of real. Like I don't know, like, oh, you like dreamed her or whatever. Yeah, I was there, but like you had visited like a long time ago or something. I don't know.
Okay,
But
I kind of want to like reference to her old outfit. Uh, yeah,
she
let's
can't, yeah, I guess
like
striped suits aren't very in style, I suppose.
let's just
Maybe
make it
her
like
tie could have like
mm,
the stripe theme.
no like maybe it's like um like do you know these things that some suits have to like these fucking armband thingies?
Yeah, the ones that like
Maybe
student
she like
councils.
has maybe she has like two because she's so awesome.
Yeah. So
Uh
they get there, they get to the town,
yeah.
and he's like, of course, the entire time like trying to tell her to like walk away or whatever. And eventually she sees something that's just like, wait, I remember this. And so she runs towards it, and they do find like the guardian little thing and the cave. Is there anything that we want to like change about what the guardian looks like?
No, I think the stone is like fine. Like it's
Yeah,
just like a mark, so I know it doesn't look like this, but whatever.
yeah. So maybe
It's
they like
like
go through
more
the
like
cave, and like this could be a red herring or it could actually be something. They see like gang symbolism or like graffiti inside of the little cave thing. So it's just like, oh, could this
maybe
be like gang activity or something? Could that just be what was happening?
here, like something like this. This is like
Yeah,
their
something like
sign.
that.
That's Niku, by the way, for those who don't know.
Yeah, that is the Japanese kanji for that means meat, niku. So they
Niku,
go through
Niku.
there. They find the town, and there are like actually town people there. Um, do we want to like make up anything like suspicious about the townspeople?
Yes, they are like all like kind of disformed looking, like they all have like some disformity on their bodies and
Yeah.
kind of weird. No one like really talks about it, and
Do you?
Haku's like, "Oh, don't like talk about it. It's like probably like
Yeah,
a disease or something
it's
like that.
probably like not something they're proud of. Maybe also their clothing's like really outdated or something.
Yes, that too.
Yeah. Okay. So we have like the implications like, oh, this is probably just like a really isolated community that's like a little bit inbred or something. But could it be like
Yes.
something more?
Yeah. And then like Chihiro like notices like people that she remembers seeing like as a child,
Oh, do
you
you
know?
think they look the exact same or do they like look older?
The exact same.
The exact. Yeah, you know what? That adds intrigue if they look the exact same.
Yeah. I feel like this is more like Twin Peaks now than Noir, but
Well, I feel
well,
like a lot of the intrigue is like, was it supernatural or what were some things real?
I mean that's also like one of the things like the themes of Twin Peaks like
Yeah, I've
before it
only
was
watched the
like
first two episodes of
but I
Twin
mean
Peaks. I'm trying to get through it, but yeah,
I mean
fair.
let's ignore that. Let's just say
Yeah,
it's a
we
mixture.
can do we can do
But
Spirited Away Twin Peaks.
I mean we are doing it right now, so it's just a mixture. It's a mixture of genres. It like meets in the middle. I still really like your Haku, by the way.
Hmm?
I like your Haku. Sorry.
It's exactly what I imagined he would be like grown up. Just like a little like I don't want to call him
Shitty
wimpy, but yeah, just like a little like dorky boy.
glasses too.
Oh yeah, he's wearing glasses now.
Yes, yes, he's like the information guy. He has like a fucking notepad.
He's always carrying around like a what do you call it again? A board?
Notepad?
Notepad? Yeah, notepad. I was thinking like the wooden board thing that you like clip papers onto.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Let's just say
those.
it's a notepad.
Yeah. He's carrying around a notepad. He's constantly taking notes.
Let's at least give him eyebrows. There.
He lost the cool tiny eyebrows.
Oh, he doesn't have tiny eyebrows. He never
He
had.
doesn't. Oh, okay. So, let me see. I feel like I'm gonna save this that way we can like because I feel like we're gonna want to draw a lot more. So I'm gonna see what we
Yes,
got right now.
I went a bit ham on the Cheeto drawing.
I mean, the Chihiro looks awesome, so yeah, fair enough.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to erase mine.
Oh yeah. This looks so weird without some drawing. Floating glasses and eyebrows. There.
All right.
So they're like now here, and the townspeople are like all deformed. I won't draw them. We'll just
Yeah,
imagine them.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, maybe
and
some of the men look like a bit frog-like, just to reference the original.
yeah, they are like not. They don't have like the, like wait.
Like
It's
they
like
got like
they have like tiny
big
eyes and
frog
like
lips or
each
something.
nose like that and like
Maybe some of them have like webbed hands or something. Not like super webbed, but like a little bit webbed.
sorry. I'm just
They're
warning
wearing
you of the
kappa hats. They just look like kappas. Some of them.
yes.
But yeah, but she
There.
sees people that she remembers. So I feel like she maybe sees Yubaba like looking out from a balcony or something. Maybe that's like the big one that she notices is Yubaba. It looks exactly the same.
Yes. And maybe the whole thing is that Yubaba will get Haku back at one point and like kidnaps him,
Okay,
you know?
I
And that's
didn't
when
want to
he
spoil this in this fake thing that we're making up. I was thinking that
yes.
Haku has been lying and he actually remembers everything perfectly. He's just trying to like keep
Oh.
Chihiro away from it.
Oh. But I mean, okay, good. Let's do that.
Yeah.
That sounds more dramatic.
But
And
but
then
that but
she
that's
actually
like
thinks that Shihiro just thinks he's working for Yuba actually. And
okay,
then there's
yeah.
like
So
some
he
smoke
he's do
signals.
yeah, he's making some suspicious moves. that like Chihiro like kind of notices, but like she's not saying anything about it yet. Like he's like talking to random people, and when she asked like what they were talking about, he's like, oh, not really anything. Didn't really get any information out of them. And so maybe first night they don't really like learn much, and then morning comes, and then like nobody's around, nobody's in the town. They knock on all the doors, nobody answers, and they're like, what the fuck? And so they like kind of explore around the area a little bit. Um, I'm thinking like, do they find the villagers in like a nearby village? There's like nobody in here, but they like see people from last night in a village nearby, or do they just like explore the area and like find some physical evidence of some of stuff?
Yeah, well, maybe they actually find like the place where Chihiro last saw her parents,
Oh
like in
yeah,
one
yeah.
of
That
the
that's
little stalls.
that's definitely going to be a scene where like she has flashbacks to that. She sees the exact
Yeah.
same restaurant.
And then we get like flashbacks to what she saw back then.
Yeah, I feel
Like
like
that she
she.
remembers them turning into pigs, but they weren't actually, maybe. She remembers that, but it never happened actually.
She didn't see them turn to pigs. She like went somewhere else and came back, and there was just like pigs there. Like
Yes.
we're gonna keep it vague about if it's supernatural or not. Supernatural stuff is gonna
Yeah.
be like end game reveals. Okay, okay. So as far as like this little girl is aware, her parents have turned into pigs. I feel like she's still like a bit superstitious, and so she brought like her own food. Like she just has like a ton of like sandwich baggies or whatever.
Like she has like a whole fucking like bag, like like brimming to the
She has Haku like carrying the backpack fit like it's a gigantic backpack of supplies.
yeah, like this, like it's a backpack thing.
Yeah, tiny little Haku has to carry it. I'm gonna try to draw Haku. Not sure why he's so round. There we go.
And like his knees are like buckling and shit.
Yeah, he does not have strong knees.
There. Um like he's sweating and shit.
Yeah.
There.
Haku just becomes more and more pathetic the more this movie goes on.
Chihiro's like, let me like adapt to your art style.
My art style, in quotation marks.
Sorry, that was not meant to be insulting.
I know, I'm joking.
I just want to draw it smaller.
Yeah, I'm just trying to draw like very simple stuff, so that way I can draw it quickly.
It's like marching ahead.
Yeah, exactly. She's the girl boss in this operation.
Hands in pocket and like there.
Yeah. So yeah, so at the first night they see like obviously the food stand that gives her flashbacks. Haku like disappears for a moment and he seems like he's talking to somebody, but he won't reveal like what they talked about.
Yeah,
They
and he
realize
like
that all the
look
people look deformed, and then Chihiro sees Yubaba, and Yubaba looks exactly the same.
like
Um, yeah, yeah. Yubaba looks exactly the same looking down from a balcony. And they try to like run into the doors of the bathhouse, but they shut like like right before they're able to reach the doors. And like Chihiro like tries to break in, that always doesn't work. So Haku's just like, oh hey, we should probably like find a place to stay the night. And this will be like a subtle detail, but Haku like leads her directly to a hotel. It's as if he's like recognizes the area pretty well.
Mm.
Like he's like, oh yeah, this place is probably a hotel. Yeah, like he kind of like leads her, and it's like very subtle that he leads her to like a hotel, and it's like, okay, we'll just have to stay the night here. Best gate tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then second day, I'm thinking there's nobody in the town, or at least like they don't see anybody like walking about the town
Yeah.
or anything.
This happened.
Yeah, yeah. What was that again?
A tumbleweed and wind blowing and no one there.
Yeah, yeah. It just feels like a ghost town during the day. Like it looks like
Yeah.
this place has not been occupied in like years.
Yeah. And you know what
Uh,
the big twist would be?
the big twist. Okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah, like this is actually like a secret drug cult thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking like yeah, isolated community. Um,
Yeah, I'm just imagining that they like fed the parents like something psychedelic and they like don't remember shit anymore. Like they don't they are like old now and don't remember like Chihiro anymore. Stuff like that.
I'm thinking like it. Yeah, it is a cult where like Yubaba is like the leader or whatever. She does have
Yeah.
like there are like some supernatural elements. I'm thinking this is probably like a secret like vacation spot where maybe like super wealthy people or politicians or something. Or she just has or maybe Yubaba just has a lot of power. I'm not sure exactly what. She has like a lot of political power somehow.
Maybe it's like the whole like she is actually like a really well like with ties to politics and shit. That's why she can like keep doing this.
Yeah. Maybe the
And this is
cult.
like her like hobby or something, like running this.
Hmm. I was wondering if
Like,
maybe like hmm.
or
Maybe
she
maybe
came
you
from that place. Like, it's like also like pretty deformed looking, right? So maybe she like
yeah.
comes from the
I was thinking like the implication
and
would be that like they're inbred, they're kind of like isolated in this place.
yeah, that too.
I'm thinking like some kind of
I could
depraved
also
like
like
rich people camp. Maybe some of the meat is like human or something. They like whenever like normal people come in, they're just kind of like killed or like made into
wait,
workers or something.
wait, where there like there was like a legend about some like mega healthy family people to like these very lavish parties, and then they like hunt people basically,
Oh, maybe it could be
like
something like
properly
that.
hunt. Ah, what was that family called?
Not sure. Could be something like that. I'm just thinking like a very depraved place where like at night it like kind of turns on and they're serving like meats like maybe like human meat that you're not allowed to eat. The bathhouse is like implied to not to be a very very bad place. But then what's Haku's connection to it? Do we just want to say that Haku is like kind of working behind the scenes to try to keep Chihiro safe? He's like trying
Yeah,
to make deals behind to like, hey, let's just like give Chihiro an answer and like get her out of here. Let's not let her like actually learn anything important.
but
Well,
then she like
obviously,
finds out, and then she
yeah,
finds out
she's
that
too
Haku
good.
knows, and then there's like a conflict, right? Because she like starts thinking that Haku is like working for Yubaba,
Yeah, exactly.
and then they split up, and then basically Yubaba like gets Chihiro, and the big like twist is like that Haku is actually like very awesome and shit.
Yeah. they like split up at some point. Chihiro like gets herself in danger. Then Haku comes in, and maybe he like knows a little bit of magic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows like a little
He
bit of
actually
magic.
like learned.
Yeah, he actually learned a little
Mm.
bit of magic, so he's able to help get her out. And then he like actually explains things that like, yeah, this is like a magical place, and because it's magic, Yubaba has like power over the government because the government isn't doesn't have any defense against magic.
Or
So
like
this
she
pl-
brainwashed them. She
yeah, something whenever there's like a new president, she has like yeah, some like effect on them. And so like the
yeah.
government just kind of sends people here every once in a while, and that's what happened to her parents. They were like sent here for like a job that didn't actually exist. And then like um how do we explain like the pig switcheroo?
Um
What
as I
was that
said,
just like
the
Yubaba being
when
cruel?
I think like we said in the beginning, like Chihiro just thought they were like turned into pigs.
Yeah,
She
it
like
was
literally
just
she was like in such a panic because her parents were kind of abducted kind of from that place and she was like left behind.
yeah, she was just like really confused.
Yeah.
And maybe she worked in the bathhouse for a little bit until like
I
Haku like
think no
helped her
no
escape.
wasn't it like she actually like worked there in the past and she isn't
Yeah.
anymore?
Um. Oh, my thought was that like yeah, we do the spirited thing away thing where like she worked there for a little bit, and Haku got her out. But like Haku probably explains it as like, oh yeah, that was just like your nearby aunt, who is like kind of being abusive and doing child labor, so we got you out of there. So the
Uh-huh.
government like got you out of there, and
No,
that's
no, I
what
mean
you.
I mean like so it's working in there again now?
Um. Maybe like second night she like sneaks in and she's able to pretend to be a worker.
Oh, she infiltrates, okay. And maybe
Yeah,
that's
maybe
when
that
like
could be like
Yubaba
second night.
catches her.
Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, and that's probably when Yubaba like catches her.
Um, maybe not quite yet. Maybe she like barely escapes, but she's gonna come back for a third night, and that's when like the climax is gonna happen. So second night she gets in, she's like talking with people, slowly gathering information. Haku's there, and he's like trying to safely get her out, but she's of course not like really listening.
Yeah.
And they almost get caught. They escape somehow.
Oh, wait, maybe No Face is like actually a human being with a creepy mask and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like work
He's like a cult. He's like an aspect of the cult or something.
like back then when she was little she actually like met him and like saved him basically, taught
Yo,
him like
do
this
we want
place
to?
is shit and bad stuff and now he's like helping her.
Do we want to say that No Face is like the deity of the cult or something?
Or like he's thought to be that, like not actually
Yeah.
like maybe like a priest. They like think he's a priest of the deity that does not exist.
Oh yeah, maybe like second like No Face helps her escape.
Yeah.
Well, helps both of them escape. Haku can save her like third night.
Yeah.
And so climax is probably Chihiro gets down to the boiler and gets it to explode. And because this is just a huge tall tower, that kind of makes the tower fall onto the town, just completely destroying all of it.
And does Chihiro get her parents back, or are they just gone?
If this is going to be Noir, I think their parents are like long dead.
Okay, got it.
I feel like
And
it'd
then
be
we get like
sadder if she
the
found them like
Noir
really
dial.
old and decrepit.
Okay. And again, like the Noir monologue in the head, at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
Like,
I'll let you do it since like I feel like you could probably
uh,
voice act Chihiro better than me.
uh, I, I'm not good at like improvising this shit. Like maybe like, and so another chapter of my, a chapter that I thought I, a deep, dark, gritty end, but nonetheless, an end. One that finally gives me closure. Something like that or whatever.
Finally
I
have
don't know what
closure, but
grown-up
the work
Chihiro
isn't done.
sounds like.
There's probably like
Maybe
implication that they're like
Yubaba actually like
mortals.
escaped. Maybe yeah, Yubaba escaped, and like the continuation. Next part is her like actually chasing her down.
Yeah, the work isn't done. Like she now knows what happens, but the work isn't done.
Yeah, and it's like a whole series of like movies or whatever. Chihiro, the
Spirited
spirited
Away, Part
detective.
13.
Like maybe like there's like another part where there's like actually actively getting spirited away and trying to rebuild her empire.
Hmm?
Oh,
Sorry,
I
I
mean,
think you
maybe
cut off.
there's like a next part, like a new movie where it's like Chihiro is like fucking investigating um the disappearance of like multiple children, and it's just Yubaba like fucking trying to rebuild her cult.
Like 13 different movies, but every single time the villain is just Yubaba, and every single time Chihiro actually gets a surprise.
Or maybe it's not all the time Yubaba. Sometimes it's like kind of like the
Okay.
X-Files,
Yeah, like a
where it's
Moriarty
like
figure.
yeah, like or like yeah, Sherlock. Yeah, yeah. Where it's like multiple like she's like specialized in finding like kidnapped people
Yeah,
or
I'd watch
something.
this.
That's why it's
Detective
called Spirited
Chihiro and
Away.
yeah, Detective Chihiro and like little like Magic Boy Haku investigating
Yes.
crimes, magic crimes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, Detective Chihiro Spirited Away. That's what it's
Yeah, the first one would be like called like Detective Chihiro Spirited Away. All right,
all right.
gotta email that to a
We
Hollywood executive.
uh,
I actually okay. What do you think our best movie that we made up was tonight?
I really like the noir thing actually.
Yeah, I really like Noir too. The horror one, it like I said, it feels like a PG-13 one, so it's like probably not super high quality. The detective one,
Yeah.
I feel like has a lot of intrigue.
I think we also like innovated more for that one than for the others. Really just
Yeah, like the
the
musical
movie
was
is
literally just
basically like
Spirited Away, but with songs.
yes. And the horror one is like more like the same movie but just more horror elements. Like I
Yeah,
mean, if you think
everything just
about it,
has
this
like
if you think about it, Chihiro's story is actually very scary if you like imagine them being real people,
oh
like
yeah, yeah.
so it's
It's essentially
it's
Spirited
just
Away
like a
how it
matter of
yeah, it's just Spirited Away from Chihiro's perspective. So yeah.
yeah, it's just a matter of how the art style changes. I think that it's
Yeah. But then Detective Chihiro. Now that's
yes,
a
that is
magnum opus.
yes, it is. That is something that some company will very much probably steal from us.
Yeah.
Like Detective
No, no,
Pikachu that.
I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching Hollywood with Hawkeyes.
Yes, do that, please.
I'm gonna strike right away. I'm gonna be like, nah, look at this stream from 2025. I know it's the year 2050, but I think some Hollywood detective, not Hollywood detective. I think that some Hollywood executive watched this stream from 25 years ago with like 3 viewers, and I think he stole this idea.
Yes,
I know
obviously.
it's the view count went from 3 to 4 in 2049. I'm pretty sure that was some Hollywood executive.